G'day, how are we all going? Welcome back to Backyard Shenanigans. In this video, we're going to be making a chook pen for my mum. Yeah, she's put the call out. She asked my brother Rodger if he wouldn't mind getting on to me to put together a bit of a chook pen for her. So, yeah, that's what we're aiming to do in this one. We're going to travel out to Nanango, where I grew up, and rustle up a bit of a chook pen out of the bits and pieces in my brother's backyard. Most of the materials Rodger had lying around the side of his house. So yeah, I asked AI to give me an idea of what a chook pen would look like. I'll chuck it up over here somewhere. Yeah, it was a bit fancy with a bit of an A-frame roof on it. So I thought, oh well, give us a bit of an idea. And I hit it up for a bit of a laying box idea. We'll chuck that up as well. It was a bit closer to what I had thought. But yeah, really excited on this one. We're going to do a whole project. We're going to build a whole chook pen in this one. So yeah, thanks so much Rodger for donating all them materials. Well, giving them all to Mum and your time. It's been good doing a bit of a project as well together. A bit of a collaboration, we might call it, hey? Yeah, we're going to use the seed feeder and the water feeder that we've shown previously on this channel from that lady's website. What I really wanted to try to achieve with this project was something that was easy to maintain for Mum, so she wouldn't have to go in and out of the chook pen. So the idea is that the seed and the water and the eggs are all able to be collected from outside the pen. So that's going to really help her, you know, not have to get in there and do in and out that pen every day. It's just going to create a trip hazard, a potential, you know, something going wrong. So yeah, thanks Rodger for helping, mate. You done good, man. I think we both done good. So we'll get into it. Before we get into it, there's two things I need to put in here. There's the original design by Rodger. He come up with the first, let's call it the A copy. He sent me a little message of that, and also the beer carton one. Nothing beats a beer carton diagram, I reckon. So I'll put that up here, and then you can see whether or not, towards the end of the video, whether or not it turned it out like that. Hey, g'day, how we all going? Welcome back to Backyard Shenanigans. I'm here with my brother Rodger, and we're putting together my mum's chook pen. I'll show you sort of an outline of what we got going on here, and then we'll take it step by step and see what we come up with. We're sort of doing it a bit on the fly. We've got a heap of materials, I should say, and then we'll just put it together slowly. All right, just cutting up some of these hardwood sleepers. This is going to form the base of the pen, and then we've got a couple of posts. We're just going to put the posts on the inside, and then these roofing iron, that's just going to go on the roof, and then it's going to be cladded around the edge with these little sections here. This is where it's going. We're just going to chuck it in over here. In the back of Mum's yard, price of eggs going up, we thought we might help her out and build a chook pen for her. I think we're in safe hands with this fella. He's going to make sure all the cuts are square. He tried to set me up on this thing, but yeah, we'll get him going. Get a bit of that. Yep. There we go. So this looks like the dimensions of it. That's how wide it's going to be. That's how long it's going to be. We're going to whack 4 posts in each corner, and that'll be how high the roof will be, how high the post. So yeah, checking out the slots for the roof section to go on. Looking bloody good, I reckon, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Sweet.
So we'll go half it.
Yep.
That'll be the roof there.
Happy days. And then all the iron just sits on the outside. Sweet. That's how it's done. Bloody beautiful. I'll just clean up this other edge. Lovely. Turned up to have a look what's going on for the grubs. So we've checked out them posts. They're going to get screwed into the two sides of these sleepers, and with the roof railings going to go in where they've been checked out. Post going in. So far so good. I don't know if it's my eye, but that back post looks lower than this one, but it is my eye. Here we go, we got some recruitment coming in here. They can't help it. He sees a bit of mud and he's just got to run his car through it. This is what the brains truss has come up with. So this is what the roof's going to look like. We got 4 pieces at, I think that's 1930. Yep. Good looking handwriting there. And we got two what we'll call them, 2 railings at 2,340. So we're going to make that up and then we're going to sit it on the roof over here. Hopefully it all comes together. Roof sorted now. So we just got to screw the steel to it and she's ready to drop on the top.
We've got 3 hammers in the car. If I want to bust up, not bust it with a hammer.
Just cutting that edge off flush. Gutter here. That gutter will then go on the end there. Look at him go, mate, eh? Bloody beautiful. How many blokes does it take to build a chook pen? Takes 3, I reckon. She's coming together. There you go, that gives you an idea of the profile of the pen. Got the angle coming on. 1400 at the back, 16 at the front. Like Roger said, it would have been a good sand pit with the roof over the top. Have a look at that, Mum.
Oh,
hey?
Excellent.
What do you reckon? Bloody good, eh?
Great.
Oh, look at this. It's looking cute too, eh?
It
looking
does.
really
It
cute.
looks good.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is what we've got to at this stage of the game. We've got the roof on. We've got the sides on. Where Roger's standing, we're going to sheet it a bit more all the way across there.
Yeah.
And at this stage of the game, we've got the doorway at the front here going to go in. That's yet to be determined. And then we're going to mesh all the sides. Yep. So yeah, here we are. Well, I might have to patent this. There's the back. We've wrapped the sheeting around as well, so there's no gaps in the steel.
Neat quarters.
Nice and neat. Bloody oath.
Tomorrow.
All right. Welcome back. This is day number 2 of the Chook Pen building backyard shenanigans feature. What we've got going on here is we're back at the workshop. We've ripped this bit of timber in half. What we're going to do, we're going to try to have a crack at building the bit more fiddly stuff. So this is the idea for a nesting box, and it's got a sliding panel at the front. So we're going to have a go at building that today. It's going to be framed with this, what's that, 35 by 40? Bit of timber ripped in half. And then we're just going to clad it with some cement sheeting. The idea is that a bit of cement sheeting will go over the top, and then we'll be able to slot the box that we make out of this stuff into the steel wall back at the chook pen there. That's the idea. So yeah, we've got to build this today, and we also got to make a door to go at the front there, and pretty much I reckon that'll be the chook pen knocked on the head. Almost. Roger's just notching out the gap for the sliding mechanism for the chook box to go. It's all these. So that's what the sheet is going to slide in for the egg laying box. And I've just been notching up some bits and pieces to build. These are the inserts for in these bits here, And then these here are the uprights that are going to go in these sections, the front and the backs. And we've just got to put a tapered edge on them, sort of like that, to meet that angle that's on the roof there. The angle, that should be the roof line there. So now all we've got to do is change the cut profile on the drop saw to meet. Here, Roger's doing it here. So that's square to how it'll be. So I'll just send all these little post sections here that we got. I'll put them in. There you go. Theoretically, we just got to cut one side of them, and that'll give us how the roof's going to sit. Clear as mud, I reckon. This is what one of the laying boxes looks like. We put one together. That's what we envisioned, I reckon, eh? This is where this little slidey mechanism's going to go in the door. Should be good. Should be bloody good, I reckon. Now we've got to make another one. Thought I better do a bit of a fill in what was going on at the moment. So, what we got here. So we've got the cement sheet that we're using to clad the two nesting boxes. One's staying here, one's going. So that's a bit of a idea on the shape. And then one of them, I think it's this piece here. This is going to be used as a bit of a door. That's going to slot in like that. Like that. And that's the top. See the angle? So the water. And then one of them sheets going to go on the top. And Roger, he's fixing up the door in here. He's been doing some pretty snazzy joinery going on. So a bit of leftover wire going on the door.
Taj Mahal needs a good door.
Yep. He's nailing that in. That's the quick way to do it, eh? No hammer and nail here. Bit of air pressure. So yeah, I thought we'd do a quick little check-in on what's happening. This is the back end of the nesting box. Well, not the nesting box, the egg box.
There you go and get your eggs.
Yep, pull that out. In you go and grab your eggs. Mate, I'd be happy to go in there and lay an egg if I was a chook. Originally it was hanging over, but somewhere along the line I had a brain fart. But that's looking like it should. Harry the helper. Hey Harry, you keeping an eye on the job, mate, aren't ya? You a good boy? You a good boy, aren't you? You a good boy. Here we go. Looking pretty sexy, I reckon. And then this is what it looks like on the other side, on the inside. Far out, mate. Chook's a spoil, I reckon. So they'll go in there, lay their eggs. And then I think what we're planning is to have most of the box jutting, like pushed into the steel. So this will just be, a little bit will be hanging out the back of it. Just cutting out the box now. Look at this. What do they say? Measure one, cut once. We now have a door. Yeah. And we're about to get the door handle.
Few homemade ones.
Mm-hmm. Roger knocked them up.
That's fine.
Took him all of 10 minutes. Now, that's where it's going to be. Here we go. That's how she's done.
No.
And here's the egg laying box. You can go in there, you get your eggs. So you don't even have to need to go inside. For a perch. Chook should be able to hop up onto that.
Oh, I think so.
Maybe run another one. You don't want them pooping on the box, which could happen.
No, well the thing is, there's only 3 chooks.
There's only 3 chooks. Like Roger said, that'll do them.
No, I think that should do for the
Okay.
3.
Sweet. We'll whack some holes in there, then bat and screw this into the perch. But well, that's the end of day number 2 on the chook pen build. I'll take you over and we'll have a little look at where we got to. Got the door here, so you come in here. Eventually this will be gone. We'll go in here, in through the gate, into the house. We've got the seed feeder there. This waterer will go next to it, or thereabouts. And then here we go, you're going to get your eggs. You don't even need to come in here. Mum won't have to come here very much at all unless there's something going wrong. And then over here, that's where you're going to turn up every day. In here, grab your eggs. And everything's pretty much, so mostly waterproof for the weather. You fill your seed up through here. So yeah, not a bad effort. The ripper, we'll see how we go. We've just got this tiny bit to go and she's all sorted. So this is where Mum's going to have a food bin. Filled up your feeder. There's some grain in there. And your water feeder, she's holding strong. No leaks. Nothing. Mum got some little fake eggs to get them going. Let's shut this door. That's one thing we don't have.
Yes. Yeah.
And Mum got some chickens. How lucky was she? They had them down the local shop. So we've got one here. Come on, girl. And then Mum got two more in this one. I call this the unboxing. There you go, girls. Jeez, he's been... He might have mites, that one, Mum.
Which one's that?
Him.
That one there?
Yeah.
Ah.
So they'll get to know their home.
Yeah, I can see they're dropping food.
Just from Benny and I working in, he's pretty much chewed this grass up. Righto, peeps.
They
And
go
take
through
them along.
the water quicker
Benny.
than the food.
She was thirsty. Come on, have a drink. Yeah, she loves it. Look at that.
Good girl.
This one, she's already trying to get rid of her mites, get a dust bath. Bloody ripper. That concludes the video. Thanks everyone for watching. Love you, Mum. Hope you like your chooks. Roger, thanks very much for helping me make this happen, mate. We'll catch us all next time on Backyard Shenanigans. Take it easy. Bye.